GA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Coming up, it's the final game of Wildcard weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store. As it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The third of 3 games to finish up this Sunday. We might save the best for last. And off we go here in the wild card round. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Heck of a start. A 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
They went with the ever-popular RPO on that play, and what they often tell their receivers, as soon as you get the ball, you've got to be like a punt return. You've got to make the first guy miss on your own, because if you do, big plays like that can result. He went a long way before they caught him.
So from 135 all the way over to the other. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, report. What? In.
They'll run with a rookie drafted in the 3rd round. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
So, Charles, you think about their impressive record, and then you look on the screen and see some of these injuries. That makes what they've done all that more impressive.
And when one of their starters or one of their key guys can't play, they miss him, or they just say, get well. We'll hold the fort until you get back, and the next person steps up into that void. This team has done a nice job all year long.
It's DJ Turner who's got it. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
Brad, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now, because he might be a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here 1st and goal. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
12.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. To the left side, there's the tight end Musgrave. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now Burrow. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they tighten down on the receivers and force the incompletion.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as you're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Up the middle, here's McCoy. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The Bengals with 2 extra DBs, a nickel look on 3rd.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
Throwing is Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Can. 11 mighty.
An inside give, Brown. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 1.
Here we go.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. Throw caught by Musgrave. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Here we go. 180.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stopped that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Bengals.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. They'll go up the middle here with Moore.
2nd and 9. 11. Here we go. 180. It's hot. 180.
Burrow will throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Here we go. 180.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. They'll run the screen with Moss. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Musgrave's got it out right. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Now the Bengals will settle for 3 as the field goal unit comes on here. And his kick here is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Jackson now. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
From the gun, Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's McCoy. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
6-0 our score after 1. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Go. James. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson completes it to Jennings. Able to slither by. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards on the play.
And
this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here.
Here's Jackson to throw. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are an extra point away now from moving out in front.
9 touchdowns for the rookie of the regular season, and he's got his first here in the playoffs.
And we know the guys on the other side of the field were hoping that he would be intimidated by playing in the postseason, but they can just let that go because he's as confident as they come. And I know that he believes that that's the first of many playoff touchdowns that he's going to have as his career progresses.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Here's Burrow.
Open man down the field. This is Mitchell.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Adonai Mitchell.
64 yards.
And the Bengals are able to move back in front.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 6-point game. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now an inside give to McCoy.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title. So they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. He rips off a nice run there.
Here's James. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Here's Jackson. And he'll check this one down in the corner. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 4th down.
Middle. Get on. Ready. Sit on. Sit on. Be ready. Sit on.
They'll go with McCoy. And a broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. 4th and inches in plus territory. That seemed like a prime spot to go for it.
It certainly did, and there's so many things that go into it. Are you too far away for a field goal, but not far away to punt it? Do you just feel like your offense is better? I just think in today's NFL, offense feels like it has to take care of the football, has to keep the ball, because scoring is up. You better maximize every possession. You trust your offense more than you trust your defense in today's league.
Now Jackson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Out of the shotgun, it's McCoy. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now it's Jackson. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Bengals are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all. As we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Burrow looking to pass. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Now it's Burrow. It's caught. Mitchell. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Malachi Starks. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And he'll be taken down, although there is a flag down. Will this stand?
Here we go.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Here we go.
First down, Cincinnati.
Now Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Again, it's Burrow. Now they go screen. It's complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Well, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this is caught. Jennings. Through the middle of the field. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So they tie it on the last play of the second quarter. Now the PAT will give them the lead.
Yeah, and how about that extra little jolt that they'll feel when the ball goes through the post? Carry that to the locker room with them and feel like, okay, we got something good going here now, guys.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC Wildcard game. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Burrow will throw. Got him in. It's Brown. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
This will be caught. It's Waddle. Finding space at the 40. Still fighting for more. Inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jalen Waddle, 85 yards. And the Bengals come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. A Burrow and the Bengals offense staying put. They'll go for 2 here.
Here we go, here we go.
Bengals will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And that is caught for the 2 points. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Hey, offensive line.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Throwing is Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Play action. Now Jackson. The Bengal pressure gets. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now it's Jackson. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase,
an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
13.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Oh, felt like that move deserved more than he got there. A gain of 2.
Down at the 26. It's a pickup of 3.
Ball at the 26, second and 7.
You. Ready. Sit on. 180.
From the gun, Jackson. That's caught out right by Jennings. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
You are X. Ready. Finish it on.
They run it with James. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Finish it. Sit on. 180. Finish it.
To throw is Jackson.
Short one here, caught by McBride.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
You are X. Sit on. 180. Finish it on.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
2nd and 20.
Hey, Ozzy. Sit on. Sit on.
Here's Jackson to throw.
Short one here, caught by McBride.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
180.
Here's Jackson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Trey Hendrickson, his 2nd sack of the night. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on here to punt it away. This is brought in at the 21.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards.
And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Bengals.
Right, 80.
They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. A solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
And the Bengals 1st down.
Here we go. Cut. 180. Cut.
Play action. It's Burrow. The short throw pulled in by Bellinger. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Here we go, here we go. 180. Stop.
Now a toss here. Moss running to the left. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Can. Stop.
Moss on the give up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here's Burrow. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Ravens are going to have it here just past the 25. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Trey Hendrickson bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Jackson. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Jackson now. Oh, that is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This is taken at the 23. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this fourth quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Hey, can. 11.
Now it's Burrow. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here we go. 180. Place high. 11 Thomas. 12.
Burrow looking to pass. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Now, Bengals on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here's 2nd and 10. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He's got it, and the lead stretches to 35-14. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Jackson. Completes it to Jennings. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Room to maneuver at the 35. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Now it's Jackson. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Again, Jackson to the goal line, but it's incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Shoves him aside near the 35. And a huge return is going to take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Here we go, here we go. Can. Stop.
Another run for Brown on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Here we go. Cut.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there.
Gun. Cut. 180. Cut.
And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow. Talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. From the 31, here's a 2nd and 8. Again, it's McCoy. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's going to have a Ravens 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. first down carry here for McCoy.
And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up second and
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5.
180. Cut.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Well, not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
10th carry now for McCoy. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Sit out. 180. Sit out. 180. Sit out.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And they take a knee.
And the Bengals going to live to fight another week as we say thanks for watching and so long, everybody.